video is going to discuss intermittent fasting and what I realized this week, so it's going to be short, hopefully. I'm trying to knock these videos down to like 2 to 5 minutes, 8 minutes tops. So I started intermittent fasting actually a day before I started my keto diet. So intermittent fasting began on December 30th. My first day of fasting, which was on the 30th, I fasted for 12 hours. That was my first day. Second day, I fasted for 15 and a half hours. My third day, I fasted for 17 hours. My fourth day, I fasted for, I want to say 14 and 3/4 hours. My fifth day, I fasted for 16 and a half hours. My sixth day, I fasted, I want to say damn near 22 hours. And it wasn't on purpose. I wasn't trying to force myself not to eat. But honestly, I don't know if it's the keto diet or the fasting or what I'm getting used to. I woke up and I was not hungry, like at all, which is so effing uncommon for this girl. But I wasn't hungry at all, so I didn't eat. I drank water and just walked around, lounged around, cleaned up my house a little bit, did regular stuff, but I didn't eat. I want to say the night before I fasted, the night before at around 8 o'clock, because I stopped eating early, which was cool. And then I didn't eat again until 5:30 from 8 is 2.5 hours, which means that about 21. No, yeah, 21. So 21 and a half hours I fasted, because 21 and a half plus 2.5 is 24, right? No, that's not. Either way, 21 or 22 and a half hours I fasted. No, 21 and a half hours, right? I'm usually good with math. And yesterday, I want to say, because today is day 7, so I don't know if I would count tonight. Maybe I would count tonight, but more than likely it's going to be around the 16 or 15 hour mark. What I will say to the viewers out there about intermittent fasting: do not force yourself to fast. If you feel yourself, and we all know ourselves, we know when we're just being greedy, when we're not really hungry, or when we really need something. If you feel like you're going to faint, number one, get you some electrolyte drops. I have electrolyte drops, and I drop that into most of my water sometimes, and it's 0 calories, and it's all the good stuff, the potassium, the magnesium, everything else that you would need, sodium, that you would need to feel. If you're hungry, go ahead and eat. The reason why I am fasting, and everyone probably does it for different reasons, I wasn't necessarily fasting to lose weight. I was fasting, or I am fasting, to get myself on an eating schedule. If you watch my other videos, I tell you, I'm a grazer, like a cow. All day long, I'm noshing on this, noshing on that, and not in huge amounts, but all of that adds up. All of it. So I wanted to put myself on an eating schedule, something that I could get accustomed to, adjusted to, and stick with for life, pretty much. I don't want to continue to get up at 1 or 2 in the morning and knock down a bag of Oreos or gummies, because I'm a gummy bear addict. But yeah, I didn't want to do that anymore. So that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to do the intermittent fasting, to actually get on an eating schedule. Number 2 was to see exactly what times I did feel hungry, and then adjust my intermittent fasting block around that. Right now I'm at 16/8. So 16 hours I'm fasting, 8 hours I'm eating. It's been, if I average it out, probably more like 17 to 18 hours of fasting, and then about 4 or 5 hour window of actually eating. And I wanted to see what times I'm hungry, and I guess I hit it right on the head, because I stopped eating around 8:30 at night, and around 12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, that's when the hunger is starting to creep in. So I think I nailed it. And I think if any of you other people out there, my wonderful watchers, want to challenge yourself, or you really want to get to the bottom of your eating habits, I would say yes, definitely. I wouldn't recommend 24, 25 hours. It ain't 25 hours in a day, but I wouldn't recommend that extended amount of fast. Do it for at least 2 to 3 days, so you can really discover fast where you're eating, because I don't want anybody to die and blame it on me. But fast, and then have your window where you're eating, so you can see, okay, well, I've tried to fast at 6 in the morning to this time, but I realized at 9 in the morning I'm hungry. So you may have to adjust the time that you stopped eating the night before, but just to get to the bottom of your eating habits. So getting to the bottom of my eating habits has been perfect. I've been spot on with my fasting schedule, and also stopping myself from grazing all through the night, because I'm pretty much, for some of the days, I was putting enough in my body where I really wasn't hungry and I wasn't craving anything. But I will say throughout this whole week, I have had slip-ups. I've eaten a whole bag of gummies way after, like 3 hours into a fast, which is why I went into the next day and pretty much didn't eat for hours and hours and hours. I drank not a whole cup, but 4 ounces of eggnog, and eggnog is heavy. It's so dense in carbs, which goes against my keto diet. So besides that, it's a learning process. I'm going around the learning curve right now. I'm doing better. And if you care to know how much weight I lost during this process, go ahead and subscribe, hit the like button, and go ahead and check out my other weight loss video. Thank you so much for spending your day with me, and see you next time.